Never, ever, ever do these 5 things to your face after 50. Not if you want your family looking at the Christmas photos and saying you have not changed a bit. I am 51, 30 years doing makeup under unforgiving lights. But those lights taught me this. It is almost never the wrinkles that age a woman in a photograph. It is the makeup she put on to hide them. Number 5. The industry will never say out loud. Then 5 hacks, and hack 2 is the one clients text me about. Watch till the end. Number 1. Powdering your entire face to kill shine. I understand the impulse. You see a little glow on the forehead in the car mirror, out comes the compact, and you press powder over the whole thing. But mature skin is drier and thinner across the cheeks and around the mouth, and powder there does 2 things. It sinks straight into every fine line and draws a map of them, and it takes away the light bouncing off your skin. That light is the single most youthful thing on your face. Take it away and you get a flat, chalky finish that reads as old in daylight and worse under a camera flash. Watch a woman at a dinner table with a matte cheek next to a woman with a soft glow. You will pick the glow every time. And powder is only half of that problem, because this next one changes on you after you have already left the house. Number 2. Wearing the shade you have worn for the last 10 years. Your skin tone does not stay put. After menopause, the skin often loses a little pigment. The undertone can shift cooler or sallower, and sun damage adds unevenness that pulls the surface in a different direction. So the bottle that matched you at 42 is now a touch too warm or too deep, and it stops at your jaw like a mask. Therefore, the testing matters more than it used to. Swatching on the back of your hand tells you nothing, because your hand has taken 30 more years of sun than your face has. Test along the jaw, in daylight, near a window, and let it sit for 10 minutes before you decide. Now, shade is fixable at a window in 10 minutes, but this next one is quietly closing your eyes down in every photograph, and nobody has ever mentioned it to you. Number 3. Ringing the whole eye in hard dark liner, black pencil, top and bottom, all the way around, drawn the same way since your 20s. On mature skin, the lid has softened and hooded slightly, so a thick line on top disappears into the crease and reappears as a smudge under your brow by lunchtime. And a hard line under the lower lash drags the outer corner down and makes the whole eye look smaller and tired. If you have a favorite liner, I am not taking it from you. I am going to show you where to put it instead, in the hacks. But the same heavy hand is at work 1 inch higher on your brows. Number 4, brows drawn too dark, too high, and too sharp. Brows thin with age, so of course women fill them in. But a hard, flat, deeply pigmented brow sitting above a softened face looks stuck on. Too high and you get a permanently startled expression. Too dark and it becomes the first thing anyone sees, before your eyes, before your smile. The brow should frame the face, not announce itself in every photograph. Those 4 you can spot in a mirror once you know what you are looking for. Number 5, you cannot, and it is the reason the other 4 exist. Number 5, and this is the one the industry will never tell you. Long wear, full coverage, matte foundation. 24-hour wear, transfer proof, full coverage matte finish, all printed right there on the front of the bottle. Every one of those claims requires the same thing chemically: film formers that grip, high pigment load, and a drying finish that locks the product in place. Grip is exactly what you do not want on skin with texture, because the formula clings to dry patches and settles into every crease around the nose and mouth within about 2 hours. And that high pigment load is what oxidizes. Your skin's natural oils react with it through the day, and the color turns warmer, deeper, more orange. You left the house matched, and you come home wearing a shade you never bought. Then you powder over it to fix the shine, and now you are cakey on top of orange. That formula is failing on you in every photograph, and it is being sold to women over 50 harder than to anyone else. So let me fix that one first, because everything else you put on your face sits on top of it. Hack number 1, change the base. There is one foundation genuinely built for mature skin. It blurs fine lines instead of sinking into them. It smooths texture. It looks like skin rather than a layer of makeup. And it is close to impossible to oxidize because the pigment adapts to your own skin tone as you blend it in. That is the whole trick. It is called Luxe, and it is a color-changing foundation. So instead of guessing at a shade under terrible shop lighting, it settles into your tone on contact. No orange jawline at 2 in the afternoon, no mask line, No creeping into the folds around your nose. Hundreds of women my age are wearing it now. It is not stocked in stores, it sells online only, and it moves quickly. The link is in the description, or scan the QR code on your screen. If it is gone, it is gone. Results will vary from woman to woman, the way they always do. But the best base in the world will still sit flat if nothing on your face is lifting it, which brings me to the one people write to me about. Hack number 2, move to creams and put your blush higher than you think. Cream blush, cream bronzer, even a cream highlight, all pressed in with your fingertips. Cream sits with the skin and moves with it. Powder blush over a powdered cheek sits on top and clings to texture. Then placement. Somewhere along the way, we were all taught to put blush on the apple of the cheek and sweep back. That was correct advice in 1995 on a face that had not settled yet. Now, place it slightly higher on the top of the cheekbone and blend up toward your temple. You get an instant lift at the mid-face where everything has quietly dropped. It takes seconds and it does more visible good than most eye makeup. If you are getting something out of this, subscribe. I do this every week for women our age. Now, all of it works better if the skin underneath is ready for it. Hack number 3, treat your skincare as your primer and give it time. Moisturizer, then wait. 2 full minutes, brush your teeth, make the bed, let it actually sink in. Base applied over damp, tacky skin slides and separates. Base applied over skin that has properly absorbed its moisturizer melts in and stays put. And when you apply, press, do not buff. A damp sponge, pressed and rolled into the skin, presses product into the surface instead of dragging it around and sweeping it into your lines. Same product on the same face, completely different finish in the mirror. My clients are always surprised that the technique did more than the price of the bottle did. Therefore, once your base is right, you barely need powder at all. Hack number 4, powder only where you actually shine. Take a small brush, not the big fluffy one, dip it in translucent powder, tap almost all of it off, and press only where you get shiny. That is usually the center of the forehead, the sides of the nose, and the chin. Nothing on the cheeks, nothing under the eye ever, and please stop baking. The under eye is the thinnest skin on the entire body, and powder camping there all day is what gives you that crepey, creased look by evening. Leave the perimeter of your face bare and glowing. With the skin sorted, there is one thing left to fix, and it is the one I promised you back at mistake number 3. Hack number 5. Open the eye instead of outlining it. Tightline, which means pushing a soft pencil into the base of your upper lashes rather than drawing a stripe across the lid. Your lash line looks dense, your eye looks bigger, and nothing smudges into the crease. On the lower lash, only the outer third, and smudge it soft. Then curl your lashes properly and hold for 10 seconds. A curled lash lifts the entire eye area more than any eyeshadow will. Keep the shadow warm and neutral, a soft taupe or a warm brown through the crease, and skip anything shimmery on the lid because shimmer settles into texture and reads as creasing on camera. And comment the word secret below because there is one more step I use on mature skin right before foundation that helps a base hold for 12 hours or more without going patchy. I will send it to you directly. Make sure you are following me or I have no way to reach you. Go and look at your last few photographs before you do anything else. Not to be hard on yourself, but to see where the base stopped and where the powder settled. 30 years of this, and I promise you, the woman in that photo just needed less product sitting on top of her. Start with the base, the Luxe link is in the description or on the QR code, and let me know how the Christmas photos turn out.